Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Annisa Silvani from 6C and I'm going to explain about the current issue in psycholinguistics in my environment. And one of and the title is about the impact of bullying on children with special needs and how she acquired a language. We begin to the definition of psycholinguistic. As you can see in this slide, based on Garham on Musfira 2002, suggests that psycholinguistic is the study of the mental mechanism that take it more for people to use language. It is a scientific discipline whose goal is a coherent theory of the way in which language is understood and produced. Uh, Psycholinguistic combine methods and theory from psychological and linguistic. It attempts to evaluate the psychological reality and underpinning of linguistic rules that process it, and it also seeks to link word and sentence processing to the deeper expressive process of message construction and interpretation. And I'm just one of the definition based on the expert. He's a Jarjo Wijojo 2005 giving states that language acquisition or pemerolehan bahasa, which is tells that of acquiring a natural language by a child when she learns a native language. Language acquisition is usually obtained through language learning, with the process that occur when a person learns a second language after acquiring his first language. Language learning is carried out with the presence of a teacher, a class atmosphere, and a curriculum is required, and also is carried out with a friendly environment. Normal children acquire a language naturally and are able to participate in a language learning. And the importance of education for special children must be started since their parents already know the condition of their child. I'm going to tell you about one of the issue in my environment. I'm not making this up. She's my one of my niece, and I'm not going to say she has autism because she'll study in a normal school, but she have a different personality around her age. She's a 13 years old junior high school girl. You must be questioning why I give you one of the slide about bullying, right? Okay. Um, in a psycholinguistic context, children language is influenced by several factors like by their mental, environmental, psychological condition. Based on my observation, she is not autism. She live in a normal school, but she have a special personality. Like she have an experience problem for the first, such as a speech problem, attitude, obedience, emotional response to everything, and the concern for the surrounding environment. She's like normal child but have a different posture around her age. She's more like bigger than her age. Actually, she's bigger than me. Her weight is 80 kilogram, I think, because of the different way of speech she delivered. She has a weak. to memorize something, but uh, have a interesting info that she never, how do we say tinggal class, she never tinggal class, she never get delayed to her class, but she is in the last rank because she is different to her classmate that make her weird. She gets a bullying from her classmate, even her senior. You can see the definition of bullying is a unpleasant behavior either verbally, physically, socially in the real world or cyberspace. Bullying is also makes a person feel uncomfortable, hurt and depressed whether it's done by individual or group. She tells me one of her story that she get pushed by her senior in the stairs that makes her injured. That's just one of the stories she tells me. I don't know the all of it. Okay. Uh, this is the reason that made her uncomfortable around her school environment because she wants to go to school. She wants to study like a normal person, a normal child, but she gets bullied every time she go to school. After the slide, you can see the impact of a bullying from the Astagfirullah, sorry. From the first is negative emotion, the low self-esteem, and the behavior of it. From the negative emotion, they show the sadness, the shame, and the worthlessness. Next, they begin to have a low self-esteem, self-doubt, and a bully grows in mind and thinking patterns that can lead to one of the is anxiety and depression. I get this from the resources of via the depression project of lauracorbett.com. Why I choose of this explanation of this slide because every time she gets bullied to her age friends, she began with more comfortable with the people younger to her. Why I say that? Because her people younger than her, around her younger to her age, like she's really special. She is not getting bullied by them, and the younger person is really nice to my niece. So yeah, this is the two picture that express her feeling. Like for the first is when she's around children her age or older than her, she began to being introvert and silence. But with the people younger her age, she began with more cheerful expression to them, expression to the people who younger to them. This is one of the problem about acquiring a language because she's really get to play. She's really play with. She's really, how do you say? She's really having fun with the kid people, with the kid younger to her. But this is the impact of playing not in her same age because she have a childish way of speaking, then she have a mindset like 5 years old child and have a difficult to communicate with the people around her age, have a big anxiety every time she is with her classmate, her the people who are older than her, have a big trauma to the older kids. Why I say that? Because she has the lack of the new vocabulary and she gets the speech delay symptoms like I say. It's like when the children who have a difficult to developing language or speech. So, we, as a protector to the people who have a special needs, we have to be aware to them. We have to be more, how do you say it? We have to be more like what's wrong. We have to be the motivation to them, like they don't get bullied, and we always by their side. So they're going to talk about how they're on the school and who gets to bully, and that makes them have a high self-esteem. I think that's one. I think that's my explanation about the impact of bullying in children's special needs. Thank you very much. The last essay. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.